A young man lured into the night, a deal that should have been simple, and a bullet that changed everything. What happened on June 20, 2018, in Pensacola, Florida, was no ordinary crime. It was a deadly deception, a ruthless betrayal, and a shocking game of cat and mouse. But the most chilling part? The mastermind behind it all wasn't just a killer, she was a master manipulator who led police on a wild goose chase. This is the story of Shauntareeya Jones and the murder of Jaquan Berry. And trust me, this case is far from what it seems. That single name, Shauntareeya Jones, sent officers on a chase so convoluted, so bizarre, it would leave even seasoned detectives questioning everything they thought they knew. This is the story of a woman who didn't just lie to the police, she orchestrated a web of deception so elaborate, it blurred the line between reality and fiction. A story where the truth wasn't just hidden, it was weaponized. And tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most baffling cases in recent memory. A case that began with a missing person report and ended with a question. Who is Shauntareeya Jones, and how far would she go to keep her secrets buried? Stick with us, because what you're about to hear will leave you questioning how well you truly know the people around you. This is Heart of Darkness. Shauntareeya Jones leads police on a wild goose chase. Let's begin. Welcome to True Crime Alibi, where we uncover the stories behind the headlines and dive deep into the mysteries that captivate us all. If you're fascinated by the twists and turns of true crime, you're in the right place. Tonight, we're unraveling the chilling tale of Shauntareeya Jones, a name that became synonymous with deception, desperation, and a wild goose chase that left law enforcement scrambling for answers. Before we go further, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Because stories like this don't come around often, and you won't want to miss what happens next. And if you're already part of the True Crime Alibi family, drop a comment below letting us know what you think about this case. Let's get started. To understand the chaos that unfolded, we need to start at the beginning. Who is Shauntareeya Jones? Shauntareeya was a 32-year-old mother of two, living in a quiet suburb of Atlanta, Georgia. To her neighbors, she was a friendly face, always quick with a smile and a wave. She worked as an office manager at a local nonprofit organization, a job that seemed stable and respectable. But behind closed doors, Shauntareeya's life was anything but ordinary. Friends described her as charismatic and persuasive, someone who could talk her way out of almost any situation. She had a knack for making people believe her, no matter how far-fetched her story seemed. But there was another side to her, a side that would soon come to light in the most shocking way possible. Her past was checkered with minor run-ins with the law, petty theft, fraud, and even a few aliases she'd used over the years. She had a history of bending the truth to suit her needs, but nothing could have prepared investigators for what was about to happen. Shauntareeya's two children, aged 8 and 10, were her world. She often spoke about wanting to give them a better life. But as we'll see, her methods for achieving that would take a dark and unexpected turn. Her ex-husband, Derek Jones, had primary custody of the children after their divorce. Shauntareeya was granted visitation rights, but her relationship with Derek was strained. Friends say she resented him for moving on with his life, and some believe this resentment played a role in what happened next. What would you do if you were in Shauntareeya's shoes? Do you think her actions were driven by desperation or something else? Let us know in the comments below. It all began on a cool October morning, when Shauntareeya walked into her local police station, distraught and frantic. She claimed her ex-boyfriend, Marcus Thompson, had kidnapped their two children and vanished without a trace. She painted a vivid picture. Marcus, a man with a history of aggression, had taken the kids during a heated argument. She described him as tall, with a scar above his left eyebrow, and driving a black SUV. She begged officers to help her find them before it was too late. The police sprang into action. Missing children cases are every officer's worst nightmare, and time was of the essence. Within hours, an Amber Alert was issued, and the search for Marcus Thompson and the children began. Shauntareeya provided detailed descriptions of Marcus's car, his possible destinations, and even names of friends he might have contacted. She claimed he had ties to a rough neighborhood on the south side of Atlanta, and officers immediately began canvassing the area. But every lead turned up empty. No one had seen Marcus or the children. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. As the days passed, the case grew colder. Investigators began to notice inconsistencies in Shauntareeya's story. For one, she couldn't provide a single photo of Marcus. When asked for his phone number or address, she claimed she didn't have them. Then came the first red flag. A background check revealed no record of a Marcus Thompson matching her description. No driver's license, no social media profiles, no criminal record. Nothing. It was as if Marcus didn't exist. As days turned into weeks, investigators began to question Shauntareeya's story. They decided to dig deeper into her background, and what they found was shocking. First, they discovered that Shauntareeya had a history of filing false police reports. In 2018, she had claimed her car was stolen, only for it to be found parked at her workplace. In 2020, she reported a break-in at her apartment, but surveillance footage showed her letting someone in through the back door. Then came the bombshell. Shauntareeya's children were safe and sound, living with their grandmother in another state. They hadn't been kidnapped. In fact, they hadn't seen their mother in months. It was one of the strangest cases investigators had ever worked on. Shauntareeya had them chasing a ghost. Every detail she gave them was fabricated, but she delivered it with such conviction that they had no choice but to follow her lead. But why would Shauntareeya go to such lengths to deceive the police? The answer lies in her past and a desperate attempt to cover up another crime. Do you think the police could have caught on to Shauntareeya's lies sooner? Hit the like button if you think they handled the case well, or comment if you think they missed something. As investigators pieced together the puzzle, they uncovered the truth. Shauntareeya had been embezzling money from her employer, a local non-profit organization. Over the course of 2 years, she had stolen over $50,000 by creating fake invoices and diverting funds into her personal account. The missing person report was a diversion, a way to buy herself time and sympathy while she figured out her next move. But her plan backfired spectacularly. In the end, Shauntareeya was arrested and charged with multiple counts of fraud, filing a false police report, and obstruction of justice. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison, a stark contrast to the life she dreamed of for herself and her children. Was the sentence too harsh, or did Shauntareeya get what she deserved? Share your thoughts below. Here's something you might not know. During the investigation, Shauntareeya claimed to have received threatening texts from Marcus. But when police analyzed her phone, they found no evidence of these messages. Another twist? Shauntareeya had used a burner phone to call the police station, pretending to be a concerned neighbor reporting Marcus's suspicious behavior. Her ability to manipulate the situation was both impressive and terrifying. And here's a chilling detail. While in custody, Shauntareeya confessed to planning the entire scheme for months. She had even created a fake social media profile for Marcus, complete with photos and posts, to make him seem real. But she never got the chance to use it. Let's recap. Shauntareeya Jones, a woman with a gift for persuasion, led police on a wild goose chase to cover up her own crimes. From a fabricated kidnapping to a web of lies, her story is a chilling reminder of how far some people will go to escape the consequences of their actions. But this isn't the end. Tomorrow, we'll uncover the untold story of another shocking case, one that involved a high-profile celebrity and a secret that could change everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to True Crime Alibi for more gripping stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.